like a Hellcat.
What's going on, guys? It's Logan here from Toxicity. Today I'm going to be showing you what is possibly the best budget gaming power supply on the market today. The SeaSonic G-Series 550 watt. Now, in order to really define what makes a great power supply, we'll first have to brush up a bit on our vocabulary. Now, we all know about those 80 plus efficiency ratings, but those don't necessarily mean your power supply is any good. Efficiency ratings just show how much of the power taken from the wall will actually be used by the PC. The most efficient power supplies use about 80% or more of this power, enabling the manufacturer to smack a pretty looking sticker on their box to distract you from how bad their PSU is otherwise.
Why the fuck did my PC blow up?
Sir, calm down. This is Taco Bell. We don't help with computer problems. Well, yeah. Could you at least give me some advice? Well, you do realize that you just bought a $15 power supply. What else did you expect?
But it said it was 80 plus certified though, man.
Well, you do realize that the efficiency rating has absolutely nothing to do with your computer fucking blowing up.
But...
Which brings us to our next vocabulary lesson, tiers. There are 5 tiers for PSUs. Tiers take into account just about every single characteristic of a power supply. It's sort of a ranking system, but instead of every single characteristic, we're just concerned with reliability and overcurrent protection. So when you're sitting there and you're like, hey, I need a power supply, and you go out and buy one that says 3,000 watts, on sale for $50, and you're like, oh my god, well that one over there says 3,000 watts, and that one's $300. I should buy this one. Then you go home, and you plug it in, and you only get like 230 watts out of it. That shit does happen, by the way. Not that extreme, but that kind of shit does happen. On top of that, you don't want to be sitting there with your Skylake build 2 1080s and SLI, newest i7 processor, just sitting there overclocking, playing CSGO, killing everybody, being the dankest meme in the server, and then all of a sudden, fucking lightning hits your house, and then your computer blows up because you cheaped out on your power supply. So you need some sort of double bar rail overcurrent protection system to keep yourself from going down $3,000 in the drain. We start out with tiers 1 and 2. These are the best power supplies out there. They're least likely to blow up, they're the least likely to kill your PC, they're the least likely to kill you, and they're the least likely to send you $3,000 down the drain and kill your fucking CSGO game. So yeah, these are for really heavy, hardcore gamers who do a lot of overclocking and play a lot of Overwatch. Next, we have the tier 3s. These are for really budget gamers. These are people who can't spend more than about $60 on a power supply. Now, don't get me wrong, I was one of those people for a while. Tier 3s are really good. They do the job for gaming. Not too much overclocking, kind of heavy gaming, really not that heavy though, just casual stuff, really. Finally, we have tiers 4 and 5. These are by far the worst power supplies out there. Now, don't get me wrong, you can use a tier 4 for office work. But if you're going to be running anything more labor-intensive than Pornhub.com, you kind of need something a little more reliable. Then we have tier 5s, which, if you buy one, it means you're subject to false advertising. And yeah, it's not a good situation. They kind of blow up. Like, I'm not talking about blow up like just, it's dead. I'm talking about blow up like sparks everywhere. Like, holy shit, sets fire to your carpet, to your wood, everything is just on fire. Your whole house is collapsing in around you, and you just suddenly think, God, why? No, but all jokes aside, it can produce noxious gases when it blows up, and again, yeah, sparks, and it can set fires. It can hurt you, it can even kill you, so don't buy these. Now that we're finally done with the lengthy explanation, I can finally actually talk to you guys about the SeaSonic G-Series 550 watt power supply. This is a tier 2 80 plus gold certified, semi-modular power supply. And it's only about $80, which is really, really, really good pricing. That means that this power supply pleases just about everybody. For all the tree huggers out there, it's 80 plus gold certified, meaning it only wastes about 8 to 13% of the power it takes from the wall. For all of you sound and decibel freaks out there, I will go out on a limb and say this is definitely the quietest PSU I've ever used. It actually has bearings that are made to make it quiet. I don't really know that much about what steps they've taken to make it quiet, but I know it's really quiet. I don't even hear it over my case fans. For all of you cable management freaks out there, it's a semi-modular PSU. The only two cables you can't take out are your CPU and your motherboard. Then all the other cables go in this really nice little silk bag that they give you. On top of that, all these wires are long enough that they can fit a full tower ATX build, but yet again, short enough that they won't scrunch up too much in a mini ATX build. And then just to put that cherry on top, it's got a pretty nice color scheme. It's black and blue, which coincidentally is my color scheme. But if that's not your thing, then gotta remember black and blue do go with every other color scheme, basically. And on top of that, the power supply is kind of tucked away in the corner of your case where nobody's gonna see it, so the colors don't matter that much. Now back to cost. I say this is the best budget PSU because compared to other power supplies, this one has about the best pricing. Just to throw out some examples, we have the Corsair RM 850 watt. That's $190. Next, we have the Silverstone Strider 650 watt. That's $132. And finally, we have the Be Quiet Straight Power 10 600 watt. $110. Now I know exactly what some of you guys are saying right now. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh, your power supply is only 550 watts, and those are all 600, 650, and 850 watts. Of course they're going to be more expensive. Oh my god. Now you gotta look at it this way. There are only so many tier 2 power supplies. And if you take a 400 watt Silverstone Strider, it's no longer a tier 2. The only tier 2 Silverstone Striders are the 650 watts and up. Now, same goes for a lot of other brands. SeaSonic, on the other hand, is one of the few companies that will make a 550 watt tier 2 PSU. And when you really get around to thinking about it, why would you need more than 550 watts, or even 350 watts, or 300 watts for a budget gaming PC? Really? Then looking beyond the wattage, these are all easily comparable PSUs. They're tier 2s, like I've said. They're all 80 plus gold certified, made by highly reputable manufacturers, and they're all semi or fully modular. Now I'll tell you right now why fully modular PSUs are complete bullshit. The only two wires you can't take out on a semi-modular PSU that you can take out on a fully modular are the only two wires that you're never going to take out. Why pay so much more money to have two wires that you can take out, but you're never going to take them out? And I'm going to fit this in right now because it didn't really fit anywhere else. On the box, when this PSU says it's 550 watts, it pretty much means 550 watts. A lot of manufacturers will really round up their numbers just to make their wattage divisible by 10. And even if they don't do that, some power supplies won't always give you the specified number of watts. They'll be like, oh, well, today I don't really feel like I'm in a 550 watt mood. I mean, yesterday I was perfectly fine with 550 watts, but today I feel like more of a 450 watt mood would be okay. Oh god, now that I'm plugged in, I really think 220 watts would be fine for now. I mean, Jesus, if you're gonna make a girl give you more than 450 watts, at least buy her dinner first. And just in case you're still a little bit skeptical because you don't know who SeaSonic is, don't worry. It actually takes a lot of work to get your power supply on either the tier 1 or 2 lists. And when you look at tier lists, all of SeaSonic's PSUs are listed as tier 1s or tier 2s. Then you look at other highly reputable manufacturers, EVGA, Thermaltake, Cooler Master, and their power supplies are listed all across the board, tier 1 to tier 4, you name it. In conclusion today, why wouldn't you buy this PSU? It's cheap, It's efficient, it's quiet, it looks good, it runs smooth, it won't fucking kill you, and it draws enough power for any reasonable build. That's it for this video today. I just wanted to let you guys know that I was not paid any money or sponsored by anybody to make this video today. I did this all on my own accord, just to entertain you guys, just to inform you guys on the current Tier 2 situation, so your support helps a fuck ton. So please, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to me, and I will see you next time.
Wait, we need some Pokeballs for these geese.
Here, I'll catch it. You're recording?
Yeah.
Okay, let me throw my wallet. Okay. You're recording? Here we go.
Yeah. Now we've created this massive problem for ourselves where all of the keys to Colton's shit have fallen into the grass.